Now, on the Me Too front, we've got a new law, SB 331, that limits the non-disclosure confidential settlement agreements. And the prior law under the Me Too movement in 2019, we had a series of laws that were passed that really restricted the employer's ability to have non-disclosure provisions in any kind of settlement agreements or separation agreements. And these were basically limited to any claims, settlement agreements, or provisions relating to any claims based on sex or sexual harassment. Now, this new law, SB 331, applies the same restrictions, but expands the coverage of it to basically any employment harassment, discrimination, or retaliation claims that are covered under FEHA for any of the protected categories. And as you know, in California, there's a ton of different protected categories. So if an employee has any of those claims, you can't have a confidentiality provision in these settlement agreements or even potentially separation agreements with the employees. One good part of this law is that employers can still keep the amount paid to any employees in a settlement agreement confidential. So that could still be maintained confidentiality in regards to how much was paid. But the law does set out that there's specific disclosures that have to be made to the employees in regards to these confidential settlement agreements or severance agreements. And employers will need to have this language built into those agreements to make sure that they're compliant agreements. And basically, the takeaway for employers is, if you've got form severance agreements, if you've got in-house counsel and do form settlement agreements internally to resolve disputes, you need to take a look at those agreements to make sure that they comply with SB 331, have the compliant language that's required, and don't limit the employee's ability to talk about what happened to them in regards to potential harassment, discrimination, or retaliation within the workplace. So take a look at those agreements and update those here for 2022.